Welcome back, listeners. Hi, my name is Aaron. There's a 4.87% chance that I'm inside your home, and you're listening to SuperPod Saga. Thrak, I didn't like that face. What's happening there?
I was making sure you weren't in my house.
You're telling me you wouldn't want me to come over and we'll just demolish some pizza rolls and play. I almost said Sonic Adventure. Yeah, play Sonic Adventure. Yeah.
Well, it's fine if you want to do it. You just gotta tell me first. That's all.
Yeah.
Just don't show up. Just don't show up out of the blue. I hate that shit.
You got a point.
Freaks me
you got
out.
A good point.
Yeah, you probably came.
Perfect. That's so good.
I was gonna say something about the eclipse, but who fucking cares now?
Hello, listeners.
Yeah, it's over and done with.
Yeah, it happened. I saw it. It got so dark I could just look up at it.
Now you're blind.
Didn't hurt my eyes one. No, didn't hurt my eyes at all. I'm not even kidding.
I'm fine. Let's get one more call.
Oh, that's how bad your eyes are.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yes.
Hello, listeners. Yeah, hi, it's me, your host Aaron, your favorite friend in the whole wide world. Everybody, thanks again for joining me here. For any first-time listeners, this is the podcast where each week I invite some awesome guests to come talk with me about a different awesome video game topic. And as soon as we're done discussing, we're just when the next eclipse comes along, we're just gonna stare at it. Just fucking stare at it. We're gonna go blind like that one girl from Little House on the Prairie, Sarah, I think her name is. Help me out, fellas.
Oh, she got blind. She had it was like a farming accident, wasn't it?
I thought she was like staring at the sun or like an eclipse or something.
I can't remember, but she didn't start out as blind, but she became blind later. And I always thought it was a farming accident.
Maybe it was.
Why do I know so much about Why do I know about Little House on the Prairie lore? What's wrong with me?
I really wouldn't know.
You're not white enough, Chris.
No.
I only know as much as I do because so growing up, we used to go to this one cousin's house all the time. He lived up the hill and he always had like the newest games for like every Nintendo console. So I would go there, hang out with him. But sometimes like he'd be watching TV with his grandma, and she always watched this like one channel that I swear to God, it only played Little House on the Prairie, Walker, Texas Ranger, and I forget the other show. I think Andy Griffith, but like that's a weird trio of shows to mix around.
Apparently, she became blind because she got scarlet fever.
What the fuck is that?
Nice. Pokemon Scarlet Fever. I had that shit.
no one's going blind from that fucking
God.
shit. I'd rather have
She tried to count the frame rates and went blind.
I'd rather have
the next gen's gonna be Pokemon influenza and Pokemon pneumonia.
Oh my God, I'd rather have a turtle diarrhea on my fucking eyes, dude.
Holy shit.
Oh,
as you folks might have heard, I've got some great guests with me here today, returning to talk about the second half of the Sonic game. Well, maybe third. We might talk about the spin-offs later on. Hello, Thrak. Hi, Thrak.
Hey, how you doing? Hope everybody enjoyed the 2D episode where I did most of the talking. Hopefully I won't do as much of the talking this time.
Maybe.
Man, I listened to it today on my way back. I was like, I'm fucking sick of Thrak talking. He needs to shut up and let Aaron talk. It's like, I didn't know it was SuperPod Saga.
I talked a little bit.
It was a lecture.
A little bit, right? Just a little bit.
It was less of a podcast and more of a lecture. Like, imagine sitting in a community college like classroom listening to me talk about the history of Sonic the Hedgehog.
And
it was good.
It's always so fascinating to hear you talk about it because you just know so fucking much. And you know like the smallest, weirdest fucking details about Sonic. And it's fascinating that you know it, and it's fascinating to hear it too, because not a lot of people know that shit.
Exactly. Like
it's a great episode. Go listen to it if you haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah.
I feel bad for if I ever get married, because then my wife's gonna have to deal with this shit on a daily basis.
Right? Like you'll
So
switch it up
feel
between
for
Dragon
her.
Quest and Sonic. Like and she's gonna wake up like, what the fuck is
Man,
he gonna talk about today?
felt Gears of War.
Right? Just throw her a
Yeah,
curveball.
damn right, damn right.
And just as you might have heard, we've also got Chris from A Novel Console. Hello, thanks for joining us on short notice, Chris.
You're good, dude. I was just gonna jump into Final Fantasy VII, but I'll do that tomorrow while I'm on the clock. So that'll be even better.
Did you say when you're on the clock?
Oh yeah, I work
Original,
from home.
remake,
Hell
rebirth?
yeah.
Rebirth.
Oh, you
Rebirth.
haven't played it yet?
So it's doing. I started it. Big thing. It was fucking with my eyes really badly.
Oh,
Because it was set to graphics mode, so I swapped it over to performance, and then there's an option to make the camera get away from cloud. So I backed it up from cloud in both the world and in combat, and now I'm perfectly fine playing the game. Like it was messing with me so badly that whenever I moved the camera, like it would take me a second for my brain to register what the fuck just happened because the blur was horrific. So being able to change that actually helped a lot. So now I'm enjoying the game and not being confused about where the hell I am or what I'm supposed to do.
Sounds good.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. But shit, that was bad.
that sounds fucking terrible, dude. Yeah, that's wild that it had that kind of shit in there.
Right? Like I was playing it, I'm like, is this is this game bad or is it me?
Who the hell was that?
It was Crash, dude.
Crash
Didn't you see him?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
There he is. He's in your home.
I hear it now.
We're in your closet, bro. We're having a great time.
That reminds me. I saw a picture on Twitter today of Shigeru Miyamoto at the Crash Bandicoot booth at like E3 '96 or whatever, which I thought was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's a pretty cool picture.
Yeah.
he's just like he's sitting there, legs crossed, his hands like this. He's basically just sitting like the what's the dad's name from Evangelion? Help me out.
I have no idea.
I don't remember what his name is, but he's just sitting there like him, just
can't.
smoldering, just like I could snap at any moment.
I could crash this Bandicoot.
Right.
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, yeah, what's Thrak? Go ahead and tell the listeners, if they haven't already heard you, tell them all about yourself, your shows, streams, your games that you like, whatever it is that you do. Tell them.
So my main thing is I'm the co-host of the 3DO Experience, which is me and Bill from Gaming and Collecting. I think he's been on here before. We go through the 3DO. So we've been playing all the games, looking at the history of the hardware. We'll eventually get into their weird third-party stuff, and it's just it's a little chaotic, but we try to have some form to it, and it's a lot of fun. Currently, we're playing a Flashback, which will be the episode that's at the time of recording it'll be out, but at the time of this it'll probably already be out. And I have thoughts on Flashback, but I will save those for the show. I'm also the co-host of the Frame by Frame podcast, Analysis of King Crimson. We have now officially recorded the first episode of the 80s era, so hopefully that will be out relatively soon. And I also stream on Twitch. I've been streaming appropriate for Sonic, Sega Genesis games, just picking out the most random shit from the library I can find and seeing if it's good, if it's bad, somewhere in between, or even worse, 007 The Duel.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that sucked. That was awful.
That was rough, but I will beat that game one day.
You know, the best part about seeing you play that game was seeing you getting shot off of ledge and seeing Bond like pancake his way down to the floor. That was the best part of the whole game.
It was painful.
You should, after you do the Genesis, you should do a stream where you rank maybe not all of the Game Boy games, but maybe like the worst Game Boy games, because I want to see you play Top Gun for the Game Boy, because that is just such a piece of fucking shit.
And I've played the NES Top Gun, and it's not very good either.
Yeah, the Game Boy one is so much worse, dude. It's like 2 frames.
I should do Game Gear, because I've barely played the Game Gear.
Do that.
Like I know next to nothing about the Game Gear, so That would
That
be
would be
fun.
interesting.
That'd be a really good one.
That would be very
Or I
interesting.
could do Sega CD. I love the Sega CD.
That'd be cool too.
But
Or-
a lot of those cool games have crossover on the 3DO. So
Or the 32.
Or you could do the Sega Nomad. You could do
This
the
is
Sega
the fucking
Nomad.
Genesis,
Yeah, right.
You're doing the stream from the Nomad, like you're playing it all from the Nomad.
Well,
right.
well, one of these days I will figure out how to stream from my Xbox so that I could stream just whatever I have on there. So that would be interesting if you guys want to watch me play, I don't know, PGA Tour 2K21 or something. So, and there you go, Will. There's your Xbox reference. I'm a spiteful little bitch.
Fucking Will.
He doesn't watch this show.
He might. I think he's.
man.
I'm pretty sure he listened to a few
Yeah,
episodes.
I think
back
he
in the
listens to a whole lot.
Okay, yeah. So I will. I
He
will.
listens
I
to a
like
whole lot more than he lets on.
I like the Xbox. Bite me.
day. Hey, Chris. Hey, tell everybody all about yourself and your show, the games you like, and all that stuff.
Hey, my name's Chris. I am
Chris.
the main host of A Novel Console, a podcast that I host with my wife where we talk about books, games, food, and stuff that caught our attention during the week. And I have decided to play a lot of RPGs this year, so that's mostly what I've been playing. I've only beaten 10 games so far this year, so fuck. I just beat Star Fox again. I forgot to add it to the counter.
How many times you beaten that this year?
This year, about let me take a look. Because last time I updated it was the last time that I beat it. Now I need to add a number for today. Let me see, 14, so 15 with today.
God damn! You should come
Motherfuck.
come make a log in the super pod. I almost said super log. In the SuperPod
Every
server.
time you beat it,
Yep.
every single time.
Yeah, Chris.
Just go
Chris's
do the
log of like the numerous times that he's beaten Star Fox and shit.
So right next to me, to my left, like over there, I set up a testing station for the games and shit that I'm buying. And right now I have my Nintendo 64 with Star Fox on it. So whenever I want, I can just flip that on and play it from over here. I don't even have to
Fuck
go to
yeah.
the couch anymore.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, fuck. Star Fox is a drug. It's a
is a
horrible,
drug.
horrible drug.
Eventually, he'll play one of the other games.
Right?
Maybe-
Right? Like Dragon Quest.
No,
Maybe-
no, I'm talking like Star Fox Adventures or something.
Oh,
I
I
thought you
beat
were talking
Adventures. Which one?
I thought you were talking about like another N64 game. I was gonna say Dr. Mario 64, but yeah, play another Star Fox. Play.
Man, fuck that. It's Mission Impossible for the 64 is what I'm going to beat next.
Oh man,
Or The World Is Not Enough, the N64 version. Good game.
Oh, man. The PlayStation version's better. I
They're
have
both
to,
good.
I have
like
to
them
die on
both.
that hill.
I kind of wanna.
Wait, did World Is Not Enough come up? Yeah, it did. Because I was thinking Tomorrow Never Dies, which also
Tomorrow Never
had
Dies was PlayStation, and that was
Yeah.
awful.
Yes. And then there was that
It was like-
racing game that was weird.
Yeah.
Wave race.
Tomorrow's Not Enough was shitty, a shitty siphon filter.
Yes. Oh God.
I gotta. I really want to play Dr. Mario 64 now, dude. That just sounds really good. I'm scratching my arm a little bit, dude. I'm like sweating a little bit. Like a bitch.
Is it on the NSO expansion pack?
It is. That's like the best way to play it now, since my fucking my
Nice.
Aunt Bernette can like barely handle like most N64 games. I could probably put it on the Wii U. I got the Wii U modded. I could put it on there.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
You
good.
could. You could, now that it died today.
That's
R.I.P.
yeah,
I saw some people were still playing. I think it was Black Ops on the Wii. Like somebody posted a picture that like 50 people were playing it online on the Wii, which is awesome.
That's great.
I
That's so much fun.
I thought about hopping on Animal Crossing New Leaf for a little bit the other day, and I'm really, really upset that I didn't, man. Won't ever get the chance to visit some other person's poorly made town. I don't fucking know. I'm sure they're good. Well, yeah. Hey, anyway, we're talking about the 3D Sonic games today. That's we almost did it in the 2D Sonic episode, but it's like, nope, I don't want to record for a week straight, so we split it up into 2 parts, and here we are now. We're doing it now. So we're gonna take like a really short break, and then we'll get to the Discord Q&A. Oh, dude, that's good. We're back, by the way. We're back from the break. Oh shit. Oh, it's
They
so
hear the
good.
behind the scenes.
Discord Q&A time. Hey, this segment of the show, I ask my Discord server a question related to the topic, and then we hear what everybody else has to say. And yeah, I asked them, what are some of your favorite 3D Sonic games? To which Real Dave Jackson left a laughing emoji. Dave, if you're listening to this, god damn you. But
He knows. He knows.
like there are like some good 3D Sonic games. Like we'll get to that in a little bit though. We're gonna start all that shit. First off, the enthusiast Jeff, he says, I don't have a lot of experience with 3D Sonic, but I remember playing Sonic Heroes and I enjoyed playing it. Fun game. Yes, Sonic Heroes does fuck, and it's got that cool fucking banging theme song, Sonic Heroes. Yeah, dude.
It's in my Spotify playlist.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nice. All right, so Mikey Tabletop. Mikey, dude, again, thank you for letting me know that the Snapple Elements energy drink is back as a regular drink because they fuck so hard. Dude, oh man. It's so good. If you haven't had a Snapple's Element drink, just
I've
get
only ever
one.
had Fire. Fire's the only one I've ever had, and it was good.
Oh, Fire is so good. Air is fucking fantastic. That's my favorite. It's like agave and cactus. It's so good.
I don't drink energy drinks.
It's like regular drink. Now they're regular drinks. They used to be energy drinks.
Oh, okay. So I just
Yeah.
go to like a gas station and grab one?
Walmart
Yeah.
or Target.
They have them
Okay.
at the dollar store too.
They're really good. Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's hey listeners, if you haven't tried them, the Snapple Elements. Let's see, Rain is agave cactus, Fire
Yes.
is dragon fruit, Air is
Real good.
prickly pear and peach white tea. Oh, that sounds so fucking
Yes. It's really good.
good. Ooh.
Interesting.
Earth is cherry and fig black tea, and Sun
That
is,
one is. I haven't had Sun, but the Earth is a little bit earthy. It's a little bit,
it sounds earthy.
dirty, but it's good.
Dirty. Yeah, Sun
I like a
sounds
dirty drink.
The Sun is this one's gonna tip me over the edge. It's gonna send me starfruit, orange, and nectarine. Like I think that's my
Holy
one.
shit.
That sounds really
Ooh,
fucking
that
good.
sounds
dude.
fucking good.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah,
find that.
I'm gonna try to hunt
So
one
yeah.
down tomorrow.
Yeah, Mikey Tabletop, thank you for that because, dude, you remade my life when you told me that those were a thing. He said Adventure Battle 2 and Heroes, Forces was whatever, but I made my own OC. Don't steal, please, based on my dog. So that was cool. That was cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
Forces was weird, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I love Forces.
My co-host Bill at GNC Podcast Network. Thank you, Crash. He says Sonic Colors and Generations are still to this day some of the most fun I've ever had with a 3D Sonic game. Great controls and level designs that finally figured out a formula that worked, building off of the excellent day stages from Sonic Unleashed. It was so good, in fact, that Sega just had to fuck it up for the next game. Cry laughing shrug emoji. And nostalgically, I'll always have a soft spot for the original Sonic Adventure. It's a broken mess at times, but damn, is it also charming. Fire emoji.
Like how you said it like that too. Fire emoji.
Yes. Give me a fire emoji, editor. Thank you.
Fire emoji. There's your edit, bro. I'm gonna speed read this. Judge Brett, I'm gonna have to pass this one. I've never played a 3D Sonic game. I most played Sonic games, probably Sonic Spinball. Hey, thanks, Judge Brett. Yeah, you hit him with the.
I wonder if Judge Brett ever found his Steam Deck.
No, he never had. He never does, or he never has. I fucking.
And he never will.
I swear to God, one day he messaged me and he said, "I'm getting a Steam Deck." So I mean, I guess maybe that's on me because he never actually got a Steam Deck, but he was just thinking about it.
Okay.
Maybe he's gaslighting you.
Maybe.
He very well could be.
Maybe he is.
Yeah.
What was funny was when I was on here when Tommy was still here and he was talking about like Metal Gear Acid. I think once I said to you, Aaron, I'm like, oh, is he still playing that? I don't know. And I messaged him out of the blue. I'm like, did you ever finish Metal Gear Acid? And he said, I quit.
Yeah, he was stuck on
Because
one
he's like,
mission.
I want to like this game. And I'm like, this game sucks.
It fucks.
Yeah,
Not really.
he
It fucks without consent.
oh my fucking god, dude. He got to a point in the game. I think he was talking about it on our favorite games of 2023 episode, but he got to a part where there was like 1 billion computers he had to activate or something stupid. I don't know. Without consent, holy shit. Who's got the one from Dave64?
Oh, he got a good one. He got the movies, the Sonic movies. Yeah, those are great. And Knuckles, the TV show, comes out April 26th.
Oh, yeah.
I
We
forgot.
gotta watch that. We gotta watch that.
Oh yeah, Idris Elba as Knuckles again.
Hell yeah.
Sign me the fuck
Who's
up.
gonna be no? for
Hayden
free?
Christensen.
That's right. The fucking ideal casting.
I don't think it's gonna be Hayden Christensen, but it would be perfect if it would.
No, I think it is.
What's another Hayden?
Is it official?
Hayden Panettiere. I don't fucking know.
Hayden Panettiere.
I'm just throwing actors.
Yes.
The girl from Supernatural.
There's been lots
From
of
the
girls
Disney
on
Channel?
Supernatural, my guy.
Yeah, I know. God,
Uh,
all I see is women, and it freaks me out.
I see girl people.
Anyway,
Well, yeah, we're gonna do another one of these here breaky poos again, and when we come back, we're gonna start talking about 3D Sonic games.
Who the fuck is Jason Griffith?
see, I looked it up. I couldn't find out.
Sam Witwer's gonna be in the movie. Holy shit.
Oh, it was an insider saying
Oh.
it's going to be Hayden Christensen being Shadow. It's like a rumor, but it's not confirmed.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a rumor saying that it's gonna be Adam Driver, Keanu Reeves, Sam Witwer.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves as Shadow.
That would be perfect.
That would suck. That'd be so
But it would be-
bad.
That would be perfect.
It would be funny though.
I wanna-
It would be
I
funny.
want him to reprise his role as the tumbleweed from that one SpongeBob movie, but in Sonic.
Yeah, that'd
no,
be great.
No,
Adam
He could
Driver
be-
would be a good fit.
Keanu Reeves could be SBO, and then like
Marriage Story.
Yes.
Crews could be
Yes.
Vector, and then we'll get fucking Jonah Hill to be Charmy B, dude.
Terry Crews is Spectre the Croc.
Yeah, dude.
I hate that works so well. Oh God. And then fuck. Who would be Rouge?
Scarlett Johansson.
Christina Applegate,
No.
bro.
Christina Applegate, yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wish.
Oh, man.
And then just to make all the weird people happy, we'll have Sydney Sweeney as like Amy or something.
Is that like her
Who's
original
Kat Dennings
voice
playing?
actor?
Huh?
You go, Chris.
What?
You ask your question. Dude.
Oh, who is Kat Dennings gonna play?
Oh, she could be Rouge. They have
With
the
that
same
voice?
they have the same proportions.
They do have the same proportions.
Nice.
And Thrak is gonna cream the rabbit.
No, I'm Cream the Rabbit.
Exactly.
My voice.
You're gonna
Hey, I'm
cream the
Cream.
rabbit.
What's up? What's up? Here's my chow. His name's Cheese.
No, you gotta try to do her voice from Sonic X, where it's really high pitched. I'm Cream. I don't know.
See, if I do that, it's just gonna sound like Toad.
No.
Toad's like Cream the Rabbit. I'm Cream the Rabbit.
Hey, Sonic 3D Blast was the first 3D Sonic game.
Oh fuck me.
Oh, holy
Oh.
shit.
Came to
Yeah,
the,
yeah. 3D Blast. Oh
came
boy.
to the, oh shit, came to the Genesis, Saturn, and Windows.
Oh, 3D Blast.
I did not play this one. I think I'm pretty sure I've got it on my Amber Nick device. I've wanted to play it just to see what it's like, but I have not played it because people say it is not good.
I have played it. Of course, I've played the Genesis version. I played the Saturn version a lot, and they are a bit different. There's even a director's cut of the Genesis version that's out there in the ROM world. 3D Blast is a fucking weird game, man.
Isn't that the
Like,
isometric one?
yes. According to Wikipedia,
Thanks, Wikipedia.
this was meant to celebrate Sonic's 5th anniversary, and I'm like, who the fuck celebrates a 5th anniversary of a franchise? Anyways, it is. Yeah, it's such a strange game. It was made by Traveler's Tales before they started making
what
Lego
the
games.
What?
That's weird.
It's that weird era of Traveler's Tales where they were making like Mickey Mania and like the Toy Story game and like Bugs Life.
How dare you not
like
mention Pugsy?
Bugsy. I was getting to it.
I don't know, man.
Okay, and then of course for this show, Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. That was them.
Mm-hmm.
And then thank you, and then shortly after that, they just started making Lego games, and they will make Lego games until the day that they die, unfortunately. But anyways, yeah, 3D Blast is a fucking weird game. I think it was originally what they wanted Sonic 3 to be, because Sonic 3 was advertised, or the original idea was, oh, let's do like a 3D Sonic game. But the Genesis couldn't really handle it, at least at that time. But then they went ahead and did 3D Blast as kind of like a side thing. And it doesn't have a great reputation, but over the years, people have grown to like it a little bit more. I think maybe just for it's kind of different. And when you play it, it's not bad. It's really not. It's not great, but it's far from the worst 3D Sonic game that exists. But if you want to play it, I recommend the Saturn version because it has CD quality music, a pretty solid soundtrack. It controls better, it looks better, and it even has extra levels. And it's a shame that version has never been ported. It's always the Genesis version. Whereas I think the Saturn version is better. And when I had my Saturn, that was the game I played the most on it. And I almost beat it, but it doesn't have I don't even think it has a password system or any kind of save. So you have to beat it in one go.
That's
weird. When I gamed over, I just said, fuck this, and played more Congo, the Lost City of Zinj.
Congo, dude.
Man.
It's an average Dune clone.
That 3D Blast is probably the reason why I can't play Kirby's Golf or whatever the fuck it's called.
Dream Course.
Dream Course.
Because it has the same camera angle and it looks awful to me.
But it's actually good, though. Dream Course is pretty fucking good.
Dream Course is fantastic. Like, it's one of the best golf games ever made.
Yeah, I'm not playing that shit. It's golf.
It's fine.
But golf games are fun.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they?
I was playing Wii Sports Golf this morning.
Wii Sports Golf.
Damn right. That shit still slaps, okay?
I can just picture Thrak going to the old folks' home and schooling them on Wii Golf.
Damn right.
Every morning before work with his cup of coffee.
My grandson Geronimo makes the best beef stew. Shut the fuck up, Marilyn. It's your turn to bat, you dirty bitch. You're getting like real hard on it. You're like, come on.
It's a par 4. Use your fucking driver.
Yeah, you're like, chop chop, you dusty old bitch.
Why isn't there a Sonic golfing game?
Dude, I know. I mean, they have I don't know if they have them in the Olympic games or not, but that would be cool. I mean, fuck, they have.
I've never played the Mario Sonic Olympic Games stuff, so
I've
I have
never
no
played
idea.
those either. I played the Sega Tennis, and that was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I almost thought about talking about Sonic Extreme, but I never made it out, so can't really talk about it.
I've played like various prototype demo versions of it. There's not enough really to say. It's just if they had stuck with the fisheye lens idea, I don't know if it would have worked. And I've seen other ideas for it, but I just think it wouldn't have really worked. I stand by what I said in the 2D episode, is that they should have just took Knuckles Chaotix, cleaned it up, poured it to Saturn. There you go. It would have been better.
Yeah. Next up is Sonic Adventure, which was the first like fully 3D Sonic game. Basically, I guess, take a lot of inspiration from Super Mario 64 in a lot of ways, because you have like your hub world and you have all the different worlds you can go to from there. Uh, I've played a shit ton of Sonic Adventure, man. I think I first played the director's cut version on the GameCube a long ass time ago, and then I ended up playing it again when it came out on the 360 on the Xbox Live Arcade, and then now with my little Amber Nick guy, you can't see it. I'm doing finger guns. Here we go. Now with my little Amber Nick guy, I've played the Dreamcast version over and over, and wow, yeah, it's still good. I mean, it's like I think it was Bill or somebody else that said it, but it's pretty janky, but it's fun. And the Chow Garden fucks. Chow Garden always fucks. Bring back the Chow Garden. Hashtag show me that garden. Hashtag Garden of Eden.
I know so many people who want the Chow Garden to come back, and I'm surprised that Sega has never bothered to do it at all.
Dude,
like, even if they did it now as like some like gotcha mobile game, because that's what they would do it as now, people would still play it.
Wait, in Sonic Adventure 2, could you drop kick the Chows?
You could throw them.
Because for some reason, I remember them flying through the air.
Yeah, you could throw them. They could also fly, but like, you could just like throw them. You could like hold them.
No, like throw them by like flying through the air by my hand, not their own volition.
Yeah, you could throw them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Back to Adventure 1. I hated it.
Oh man, you're breaking my heart.
To be fair,
it hasn't aged very well.
I played the DX version way after I had played Adventure Battle 2.
Ooh.
And I had no idea how the fuck to get out of the hub, the hub at the beginning of the game. And there's really not a lot of space for you to go really fucking fast, which is what I want to do in Sonic games. So, yeah.
Oh, I totally get it. Like, my biggest memories of Sonic Adventure were like getting it on the Dreamcast and playing that first action stage and being like, "This is cool."
Yeah, with the fucking
and then you're in the hub
going like, "Ooh,
oh yeah,
dude!"
It's an iconic moment. It's a very iconic
cool.
moment.
Yeah, classic.
And then right after that is, as Chris said, you're just wandering around the hub, and I'm like, "Fuck, where do I go?" And I'm like talking to these people for some reason. Oh yeah.
You keep talking. I'll do this behind you.
Yeah, and you're just like talking to people and you're finding random ring spots, and I'm just like, what the hell am I doing? And they're like, oh, take the train. And you take the train to like the weird
Windy
grassy
Valley.
area,
Yeah.
Windy Valley, where I always thought
too.
the music, I always thought they were saying Timmy.
Oh,
I thought they're saying Timmy.
yo.
Timmy!
like South Park, like Timmy. Yeah.
What are you, Timmy?
What it sounded like to me, like, but like Adventure's fine, but it's like you need a guide so you know where the fuck to go. That's kind of like its big issue, really.
Like maybe someday I'll do that.
Yeah, like it, but it is a notable game beyond being the first like proper 3D Sonic game. It's the first of the redesign of Sonic that still exists today, where he's like he slimmed down. He fasted. He got some green eyes. And this is also the first original Sonic game to be directed by Takashi Iizuka, who, if you guys know your Sonic, he is essentially the guy who's at the helm of Sonic Team, and he's been the helm of the Sonic Team basically since this game.
Nice.
So it's his debut into the Sonic world. So Adventure hasn't aged very well. It's a game that if Sega wanted to remake it, I think that would go over very well, because there's a lot of improvements that you could make on this game. But the core of it, I think, is fine.
And the cover art is it's peak Sonic cover art right there. It never got better than that. Maybe.
Oh yeah, and potentially hot take, I would play this over Mario 64.
Hot
Me
take.
too.
Yeah, definitely a hot take.
I would too. No.
Well, because I would argue that Sonic's transition to 3D wasn't as bad as everybody thinks, especially when you compare it to everybody else who was transitioning to 3D. Like Mario did it great, Zelda did it great, but look at like Castlevania, it was rough. Mega Man, it was rough. Bubsy, it was rough. Like there were so many franchises that struggled going to 3D, and even Sonic as well. But when he got there with Adventure, it was like, yeah, that's a good game. You know, for 99, it was a good game.
Oh yeah, it was a great launch title.
You know,
for
you
the
can also argue that it had a semi-graceful transition to 3D, but it kind of just stayed there.
Yeah, that's true. And it's weird to think it was only like 4 or 5 years, because Sonic and Knuckles was 94, and then this was 98.
Oh yeah.
And yet in those 4 years, people were like, well, where's the next Sonic game? Whereas nowadays, 4 years is like kind of short for a new video game.
Yeah, it is.
So how the times change.
Yep, speaking of that fucking short time frame, 3 years later we got Sonic Adventure 2.
Ah, yes.
With that
Sonic Adventure 2.
that extreme, like, so yeah, this one they cut down in the original Sonic Adventure. It was very open, except for like you had to pick your characters, because like in the original Sonic Adventure you could pick from like Sonic and Tails and all that shit, but like Sonic Adventure 2 they cut it back a lot to where you could play as like certain teams who had like different missions for different characters and shit. Like you had Sonic and Shadow did like the fast running stages, Tails and Dr.
Robotnik.
Eggman.
Robotnik.
Yeah, they had those like little shooting stages in their mechs, and then the bane of my fucking existence, the Knuckles and Rouge treasure hunting stages. I fucking hate those so much, dude.
Is it bad? I don't hate them.
I fucking cannot stand them, dude.
They are rough. They are rough, but I don't know. Maybe I was like, eh.
You know, the bad part is that they're RNG. Like you cannot tell where they are.
Yeah.
You have to fucking find them. It's bullshit.
But what I like about Adventure 2 is that variety you get in the gameplay. You know, you're not just doing the Sonic stuff all the time, which the Sonic stuff, and also Shadow, because this is Shadow's grand debut. One of the most iconic game characters, for better or for worse. This is his grand
Furry
entrance. Very Vegeta, absolutely.
Furry Vegeta. Furry
Yes,
Vegeta.
I think they maybe wanted to do that with Knuckles, but it didn't really work out. So they're like,
He
no,
ended
let's
up
do
being
a
Piccolo.
yeah, basically. So let's do a proper Vegeta with Shadow. And yeah, he inspired an entire emo movement. You could argue the zenith of the emo movement was Shadow the Hedgehog.
Dude, and the fucking the Chow Garden in this game was like
is much better than one's.
It's
really good.
They nailed it. They added like the little karate and like the what are they called? The not the amusement park, the what do you call like the American Ninja Warrior shit? The like obstacle course. There
obstacle
we go.
Course?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Obstacle courses.
Takeshi's Challenge.
And they could evolve into like part dragon, weird Chow, or like part whatever the fuck you give them, and that was really cool. I'm just gonna go on about the fucking Chow Garden. Somebody else take the mic from me, please.
Dude, the first stage is fucking incredible. It is the best part of the game. You're running through San Francisco, causing chaos and destruction while Crush 40 is playing in the background.
God, that
When
fucking
it's probably their
fucking good.
Probably their most iconic song too,
Right.
Cityscape.
City.
And
Like that song is so iconic that my wife knows it, and she doesn't play video games.
Everybody knows that, yeah. And it recreates the Sonic one with the orca, but instead it's like a giant truck
It's
that's
fucking
chasing
semi.
after you. Yeah, and it's awesome. Like City Escape is a fantastic level, and the Sonic and Shadow levels carry that through. Like all their levels are just super good, and it's like the realization of what Sonic Adventure 1 wanted to be, but getting rid of all the hub world. So it's just you just go to each level.
Right.
And
like the thing is that this is, I think that the Sonic and Shadow stages in this game are better than a lot of stages on other Sonic games. Like all of them are fucking great. Like the only one that's semi shitty is the one where you're only grinding in space with Sonic, because if you take the wrong tube, you get fucked and you have to start all over again.
That sucks.
But
yeah, A lot
All
of
of the
later
stages
Sonic
are fucking
games follow
awesome.
that design. Yeah.
And even
And even then, like, and I know I'm in the minority, but I don't hate the Knuckles Rouge stages. Maybe I'm just good at them. I don't know. I never cared for the Tails Robotnik stages.
that's so weird because I actually kind of think
Those
they're
ones are
pretty
kind
fun.
of, I don't know. I find them just kind of annoying.
I find them a bit too long.
Yeah, they are too long. Absolutely.
Man,
But I guess it was that era where where Sega were like, oh, we can't just do the Sonic stuff the whole game. Like, we can't just
Yeah.
do that, because there was that whole era of them trying to like have all this variety in gameplay until we get to, you know, a later part in the 3D Sonic games. So they're like, no, we're just going to do that, and everyone's like, yeah, you should have did this the whole time. It's much better, you know.
Right.
So it was a weird era for 3D Sonic. It was still kind of figuring everything out. But this
Yeah,
game
and
has
like
no big. This game has no Big the Cat, so it is much better.
Froggy.
Froggy.
fuck that big the
the-
cat shit.
Oh, it pissed me off to
And
this
the
day.
thing is, like, at this point, Sega still didn't realize that what Sonic fans wanted was to go fast. That's what we all wanted. Like that's the first time that I saw this game at my neighbor's house. It was Adventure Battle, and he was playing it, and I was like, "Holy fuck, that is so fast! It looks so awesome. I want to play this." And then I beat that stage, and next I'm playing as Tails. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on? I don't care about this."
It's equivalent to like playing Sonic 1 and being like, oh, Green Hill, this is great. And then you get hit with Marble Zone and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's
do
usually where I
Marble
drop
Zone.
that game.
Yeah. Like the 2D Sonic games, they got better with the pacing of the levels. Because even in the 2Ds, you're not going fast the whole time. But it's all about pacing. And the game wants you to earn the speed. And you can definitely earn the speed, especially with replays where you learn where everything is.
And the
You know, but the
the homing
3D
attack
the
helps a
3D
lot,
games are
too.
trying to do yes,
Oh,
the
yeah.
homing attack essential for the 3D games. And the
And the
3D
soap
games
shoes.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
And the 3D games are trying harder to or they're trying more to just like kind of give you that speed, you know, so you don't have to earn it as much, which does make it gratifying, but at the same time it almost kind of desensitizes you to the speed. You know, so when it slows down, you're like, fuck this. I just want to go fast. You know, the Ricky
Go
Bobby
fast.
syndrome.
If you ain't
But-
first, you're last.
I mean, but okay. So it's a question for you two.
Yes.
So you got to go fast, and you go fast as fuck, boy. The stages have to be fucking massive. Do you think that's maybe why there weren't so many Sonic stages? Because these
Yes.
stages have to be huge
Probably.
Yes,
for how
because
fast you go.
there's a lot of asset building and design that you have to do for stuff that's just gonna whiz by without you even thinking about it.
Yeah,
Like-
because there's like the forest stage is very vertical,
Yes.
and that's a good workaround. But you know, I don't think they could have built a long, expansive game with just that.
Like a prime example is jumping a little bit ahead with Sonic Unleashed. That first day Sonic stage where you're in like that like kind of Greek looking town.
Yeah,
You know, like it's a gorgeous zone, right? And when you're zipping by, like in my head, I'm thinking, oh, like they put a lot of work into making this look great, but all of it you'll see for maybe a split second and it goes away, you know? And it's kind of hard to do that, you know? Like say when Mario went 3D, their pivot was, oh, we'll just make a bunch of big areas with little things to do in it. You know, that's how we make up for having like extra work to do as far as creating assets. But I think as the games have gone on, the 3D ones, they've gotten better with that. You know? But
because the one that brings it to mind is Forces. I fucking loved is it Forces? Sonic Forces Bound. Yeah, Forces. People hate it, but I fucking loved it. I thought it was great. It's you got to go fast the entire time from start to finish, and it has pretty decent boss fights. You know, and I remember the stages being fucking massive. Like there's a lot of fucking like world around you for you to run through, and I'm sure that just takes up a lot of space in the disc and whatnot, especially back then.
for sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Speaking of disk space, Sonic Heroes was the next one, which came out on this one. I played on the GameCube on its teeny tiny little discs back in the day, and yeah,
As did I.
this one was pretty fucking fun.
Sonic Heroes is
Sonic
Heroes.
Sonic
Sonic
Heroes.
Was this the last? No, this wasn't the last Crush 40 Sonic soundtrack, was it?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I had no idea. This is the last one that I played for a long time.
Yeah.
I could see that because this was their first major Sonic game after Sega went third party.
Oh yeah.
So it was a big deal
Yeah.
at the time. I remember this game. It was a big deal at the time, and people were kind of mixed on it. It sold well, and like a lot of Sonic games, in hindsight, people have kind of come around to it a bit. I heard a rumor recently that Sega is working on a remake / remaster of this game, which to me is like about fucking time. This game's never been ported in any fashion.
Yeah.
So why not? And it does the whole team up mechanic where it's like you have the 4 separate teams, like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, the Chaotix team, the Dark team, and you have like one
Team
speed,
Pink,
one power,
Team
and
Rose,
one
right?
fly. Yeah, Team Rose. And all they do is represent difficulties as well, which is kind of annoying. But
Except for,
basically,
like,
all
Chaotix, where it was like instead of getting to like the
It's
end,
not like random.
you had to like
you have like items to get. You have like
Yeah.
side missions to do.
like a lot
In
of
the
them
Chaotix
were
group, because
a lot of them were collect this number of rings or whatever instead of getting to like,
Yeah,
the end of the
'cause-
stage. Yeah, it really sucked.
yeah, because their whole like opening cutscene is like, oh, we need to make some money. Oh, if we do this, we'll make some money. You know, like Vector and Charmy are like, bro, we got to get some money, and SBO's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Because SBO is SBO. But yeah, like Heroes, having those 3 different characters that you swap through to kind of have the different like gameplay stuff in the middle of it, it's okay. I don't think it was ever fully realized. You know, it reminds me a little bit of like Knuckles Chaotix, where they're trying to implement a team system in like a single player game. I think it works better here than Chaotix, but
Yeah.
just every time I play it, I'm like, it's a bit. It has that like kind of PS2 era jank to it, you know.
The whole level up
Yeah.
thing is really fucking stupid too, because like the level ups only affect how much damage you do when you attack enemies, and your characters will always be like, level up, like every fucking 14 seconds, level up. Like, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up, Tails. I know you're level 3. Shut up. Fucking bitch.
Tails isn't allowed to talk.
Tails, get in the corner, goddammit.
Yeah, and there's in a lot of these stages, they'll have like almost like kind of puzzle elements where it's like you're going straight through, and then it's like, oh, you hit a wall. Like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do? And it's like, oh, you're supposed to go like back there, hit a very specific switch to open a door. And it's like, well, how the fuck? And it just kills the momentum.
How the
Like this game does a really good job of killing any sort of momentum that it gains. So it ends up being
That's true.
annoying at times, you know. But it's not unplayable. The worst part about the game is to get the true ending, you have to beat it 4 times.
Fuck that.
That's the worst part of the game. Yeah, like you have to beat it with every team to get the true final ending, which is fucking stupid.
Speaking of fucking stupid, Shadow the Hedgehog is next.
Wait.
oh,
Wait,
shit.
what was the secret ending? Was it that you get to cream the rabbit?
Yes. Yes, you got it.
Yeah. Speaking of shit. Shadow the Hedgehog is next. This is
I've never played this game, and
Well, I have.
I don't know if I ever will.
I played it twice. I played it twice through because you get different depending on like different choices or like routes or whatever that you take throughout the game, you can get different
You get different
and-
endings.
yeah.
Yeah. Wikipedia has a chart of like all the
Oh.
different paths you can take, and when I saw that, I just went, "Fuck this! Absolutely fuck this!"
Yeah.
So
and
I want to know whose idea it was to give Shadow a gun. To start.
let's look.
Because don't as it at the beginning of the game, aren't you like doing a mission with Sonic and Sonic gets killed like halfway through the mission?
I don't remember, man. I played it a really long time ago, so I'm not sure, but that sounds right.
And I believe this was one of, if not the first game to get the E10 rating.
Wait. Also, you can I just remembered something. A way to get one of the endings for you to kill cops the entire time. Whenever you see a cop, you kill them.
Yep, because that increases your evil rating or whatever.
Hell yes.
As Shadow said, fuck the police.
Shadow says ACAB. What a based boy.
He's part of the NWA.
Could you imagine?
Hog with
He was
attitude.
there. He was there with Dr. Dre.
Crazy motherfucker named Shadow.
Oh, dude, I forgot. You could also get different vehicles. Like, of course, the motorcycle. You can get like Jeeps. You can get like little UFO type things, like hovercrafts and shit.
Yeah, the UFO.
Oh yeah, I know a little bit about that, but
And there were
Go ahead.
different. So there's different like chaos powers you can activate depending on what your current alignment was. Like if you were good, you used I think chaos control, where you like stopped time or you like flew through time, you like fast forwarded time or whatever. And then chaos blast, where you just like blow up everything fucking around you or whatever. That's all I remember. That's Shadow the Hedgehog.
what I remember is this was one of the first.
Wait.
This is one of the first. No, go ahead.
One of the things that I remember the most about this game is him walking on scene, pulling out a Glock 9 and cocking it like a shotgun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those from the commercials. Dude, just like,
And that opening CG cutscene. Yeah. Oh god. And it's like Sonic's like dead body like just falls, and he's just like standing there holding like a semi-auto.
this just
like,
sounds
what the
like
hell, dude?
opening scenes of like Reservoir Dogs or some shit.
No, this is like a
Reservoir
Fast and
Hogs.
Furious movie, is what this is.
Reservoir Hogs.
Like Shadow cuts off the dude's ear.
Yeah.
You know, like hello.
Oh man.
Fucking Christ.
Dude, speaking of fucking Christ, Sonic the Hedgehog 06 is next.
Oh no.
Yeah, this
Oh,
one.
no.
I feel like we should call Bill
Oh,
and let him talk
no.
about it for 10 minutes.
Oh god. I have a copy of this game behind me. I don't know if you guys want to see it or not, but probably not. Oh fuck. God damn this fucking game.
Oh, Sonic 06.
I need to see how that remake project is going, because there's a dude who's like trying to remake this game and he's like fixing all the bugs. So he's trying to make it like as smooth of an experience as it can be or whatever. I have to look it up.
You know, I think that if it worked, sans the human love stuff, it could be a pretty good Sonic game.
It has all of the makings to be a decent Sonic game, you know, like it's the first like proper next gen Sonic game, and it has like a really nice presentation to it, and
And he makes
and
out
if
with a
you
girl
took
or
out-
something.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty
who
cool.
fucking
That's
cares,
hot.
right? Yeah,
Very hot.
Yeah, she laid eggs afterwards.
Yep.
yeah, people would like
'Cause
that now.
Because hedgehogs come from
Um,
eggs.
Right.
Hatches out of a chili dog bun.
What came first, the hog or the egg?
Yes. No, he hatches out of a giant egg that Billy Hatcher's holding or something.
Oh fuck! Full circle, man. That's it. Yeah, Billy
Yeah.
Hatcher
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the grand
That's a great game.
lore of Sega shit ass. The Billy Hatcher is the
He was-
the prequel.
No, Billy Hatcher's good. I like Billy Hatcher.
It's just-
I'll defend that game.
He was pushing
It's
around
janky, but
Sonic's
it's
egg.
good.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's the prequel. It's the prequel to Sonic. Everybody, hey, we solved
Right.
it. Case closed.
We're done.
Wait, doesn't like Billy Hatcher like spike the egg against the floor a couple of times in the game?
Yes.
Yeah, you can
yes.
slam dunk.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, you literally take the egg, you jump in the air and do like a Wario World pile driver with the egg.
Yeah.
I am surprised Sonic doesn't have more brain damage.
More brain damage.
More, because gotta go fast, you know.
Gotta
Gonna go fast.
Wait, cool.
Oh fuck! Do we want to?
But
Yeah.
but with Sonic 06, like even if you fix all the bugs, it's still like like the story is garbage. The redesign of like Robotnik is terrible.
The
Oh, yeah.
hub world is boring as
The
shit.
hub worlds are bad. The loading is atrocious. The level design is not really that great. Trying to do Sonic, Shadow, and a new character, Silver, like they're trying to like
Trunks.
streamline it. Trunks, yeah. I fucking hate Silver. Like, if there's one Sonic character I despise, it is Silver. He fucking sucks. He's just completely useless. It's no use. And yeah, it's just it's just not a good game. Like, if it was bug free, it wouldn't have gotten as completely dogpiled on as it did, but it still wouldn't be remembered as a great game. It would just be a meh. Like below average.
Meh. Yeah, that sounds
So,
right. Yeah, it's
and eventually I will. It's been a long time since I've played this game, but I'll do it again one of these days. I spent way too much money on a physical 360 copy of this to not play it.
might as well stream it. Might as well jump.
Gross.
It's pricey these days. God
Might
damn
as
it!
well jump.
Fuck Van Halen.
You heard it first, folks.
Give me a crash. Give me a crash.
Hold on, I gotta get to it. Hold on. Please hold.
There we
you.
go.
Thank you.
Yeah, next up, Sonic and the Secret Rings. I have not played any of these Wii ones like this or
Nope.
or Black Knight.
I've played a little bit of Secret Rings. I'd rather play Sonic 06. Like it's one of those many Wii games that it just suffers from having just really fucking dumb control. You know,
Is it
like
motion controlled?
if I remember correctly, it's Wiimote nunchuck. No, it's like it's Wii remote on the side, and you have to like, and it's like you're moving and you have to like tilt it to go left and right and up to jump, and it's a mess. It is an absolute mess of a game to play.
Fuck.
But yeah, ugh. Anyway, moving on.
Next up is we're about halfway. Fuck it. We'll do Sonic Unleashed next. That's the one that came next. And this one I didn't get to play this one, but one of these days I'll hunt down. I wonder how much a physical copy is now.
Yeah, I played the first stage and it was fucking awesome. Then the second one, aren't you like a werehog immediately? And
yeah, basically.
Yeah, I got my ass beat and I stopped playing it.
That's fair. Yeah, Unleashed. So yeah, we're coming off of 06, and Sega's like, we have to try to not fuck this up as best we can. And like one of the main issues with 06 was having issues with I think they were using Unreal for 06. And I guess they were having issues with it. So for this game, Sega just said, we're going to make our own engine, the Hedgehog engine, which they did.
The Hog engine. They're cranking their Hog
Hedgehog engine, which they still use to this day on Sonic games. They have a Hedgehog engine too, which is run like most of the modern Sonic games. So yeah, Unleashed is Sega trying their best to fix the issues that Sonic 06 had. And for the daytime stages where you're playing as Sonic, they are fixed. Like you could argue the day stages in Unleashed are the best 3D Sonic ever. Like graphically, the game still holds up. Like the opening CG cutscenes are incredible. And the gameplay in Unleashed, it's the first of the boost games. So we have the boost formula now,
cool.
Where you build up that boost bar and you just push a button and you just fucking light speed. And Unleashed does a really good job of that in the day stages. Like the day stages are so much fun to play as, and I even enjoy replaying them, which the game kind of makes you do, but they're so much fun to play, you don't care. But the issue a lot of people have with this game is the werehog stages in the nighttime, where it turns into like a bad God of War clone. And the werehog stages wouldn't be so bad if they didn't go on like twice as long as the day stages do.
Fuck, that
and
sucks.
And they get monotonous really fast. There's a very light like combo system, but it's not really worth fucking with. There's like puzzle elements. Like it feels like a completely different game. And it just doesn't really need to be here. Like if it was here, if it was toned down, like if we didn't have so much of it, I think it would be fine. But the day stages are so good. I think it's kind of worth dealing with to a degree. But me being a Sonic fan, I'll deal with anything. And this is a game that I remember at the time did not get good reviews at all. Like people were kind of poo-pooing on it because Sonic 06 was still it was still on people's minds at the time. So I think people were quick to shit on Unleashed. But over the years, Unleashed has had a reevaluation. If people have really come around to it being, what? It's actually not. It's not that bad. It's one of the better 3D Sonic games, I think.
Is it backwards compatible, or can you get it on
yes.
the Xbox store?
It is backwards compatible. It has frame rate boost as well, so you can get up to like I think 120 frames on it. And the game plays so smooth, and it still looks incredible. And it has a cute little story. A new little character named Chip, who I don't hate. It kind of has a hub world system, but it's not nearly as bad as 06's is.
That's good.
It definitely addresses a lot of the issues 06 had, but they just had to throw in that weird werehog thing, which if there wasn't so much of it, it wouldn't be that big of an issue. But I would still recommend Unleashed. I don't hate Unleashed. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I want to play it, but I don't want to buy a physical copy. I just want to buy it on the Xbox store and just play it from there.
Oh yeah, and it probably goes on sale all the time. So
I'm gonna wish list that shit.
It's actually pretty cheap. If you get
it
a
is.
physical copy.
It is worth a play. The werehog stuff isn't as bad as people make it out to be. It's just tedious and just kind of goes on too long. But
you put that shit on easy, it's not going to be a challenge at all.
Yeah, and when you get to the day stages, those are so fucking good. You'll put up with it because I love playing those day stages to death. And some people prefer the Wii PS2 version of Sonic Unleashed, which is it's kind of different. It's more different in like its story presentation and how you get like the Sun and Moon medals. But it's a very, unless you're like a true diehard Sonic fan, you'll be fine with the 360 version.
I might just download it on the Steam Deck then.
Just do that.
Yeah, cheaper.
Right on, man. And next up is the Black Knight. Yet another one I have not played.
It's better
it's better than Secret Rings, but it's still kind of It has better control, and the whole thing is because you have the nunchuck now, and it's like Sonic with a sword and like medieval times, and it's better than Secret Rings, but you can tell their whole like Sonic storybook idea didn't really it like what the hell else are they gonna do,
Yeah.
So it's not the worst thing in the world, but if you don't play it, you're not missing much.
That's true. I've made it here on this.
Okay, so
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I got a question afterwards.
No, I was just gonna say I've made it 33 years on this planet, or 32 or something, without playing those Wii Sonic games, and I'm good for the most part. So yeah, go ahead.
Watch you play them at some point, and them becoming a religion for you.
I immediately
the cult of the Secret
Judaism.
Rings.
Like you dye yourself blue. Like surgically combine your eyes into one huge eyeball with two pupils.
Dye your pupils green.
Cheyenne,
Eat nothing but chili dogs.
Yeah.
He already does that, but
I'm walking out the door like, I'm sorry, Cheyenne, I have to go fast.
It's like, Eric, get back in the car. I have to go fast.
I have to go fast.
And she's like, if I divorce you, I'm basically leaving you for dead.
Death can't catch me if I go fast.
That's why Sonic always has all those rings. If he gets hit by the Grim Reaper, he just loses the rings and runs away or something stupid. Hey, let's take an ad break. Should we take an ad break?
They have cocaine in them. That's why he goes so fast.
Yeah, cocaine. All right, we're taking an ad break, folks. We'll be right back.
Blue streak speeds by. Sonic the Hedgehog, too fast for the naked eye.
This episode was brought to you today by our wonderful, generous, dazzling patrons: A Novel Console, Jared Schrader, Jameson Empire, Adam Phineas, Trey, Adam Revival and Extinction Podcast, Jeff Miners, Jenny E, Kevin Demo, and Thrak. All of you are superstars, and I can't thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough. I mean that. With your support, I've been able to make every part of SuperPod Saga so much better. I really greatly appreciate your current and future support, and I just hope all of you are rewarded in some big cosmic karmic way. So yeah, thank you a lot.
Sonic Underground, Sonic Underground. They made a vow their mother will be found.
If you're a fan of coffee and you're looking for something different, I think we've got just the thing for you. That's Bones Coffee. Bones Coffee is not your usual coffee company. Of course, it's all sugar-free, gluten-free, all that stuff, because it's just coffee, nothing added to it. But they roast each batch of coffee beans to your order, and they've got just a bazillion different flavors to choose from. They've got your usual French vanilla, salted caramel, they've got Irish cream, of course they've got decaf, single origin coffees like Kenya, Guatemala, stuff like that, even what they call high voltage, which is extra strength, extra caffeine. But they have all sorts of other awesome kind of out of the box flavors. They've got ones like cotton candy, maple bacon, and even mint chocolate chip ice cream. And they're always coming up with new crossover flavors, like they've done a bunch for Nightmare Before Christmas, Indiana Jones, even Spider-Man, of all things. And they're also coming up with new seasonal flavors all the time. If this sounds right up your alley, feel free to use the link in our episode description and use coupon code SuperPod Saga at checkout to get 20% off your order. That's SuperPod Saga at checkout to get 20% off your order. And if you're not just in the market for coffee, you can also get some sweet mugs. They've got lots of cool shirts. They've got all sorts of different brewing equipment like French presses, stuff like that. Just head on over to bonescoffee.com, or again, use the link in our episode description and get 20% off. Get yourself a new interesting flavor and spice up your morning routine with Bones Coffee. I really hope you enjoy. I'm a really big fan of it, and I hope you find one that really hooks you. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good one. It's really important to stay hydrated. They say to drink 8 to 10 cups of water per day to stay properly hydrated, but sometimes that can be difficult to do and completely inconvenient, and most of us don't feel like carrying a gallon of water with us at all times. That's where Liquid IV comes in. Liquid IV is the category-winning hydration brand fueling your well-being, and their hydration multiplier is the one product you're missing in your daily routine. In just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. Use it first thing in the morning, before a workout, when you feel run down, after a long night out, or on long flights. Man, in Iowa, the summers can be brutal. 90 degrees and tons of humidity, and that just saps the energy and water right out of your system within just a few minutes. Luckily, Liquid IV hydrates 2 times faster than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. It's very important to replace those electrolytes, you know? And I just love how quick and easy it is to use Liquid IV. You just get one packet and a bottle of water, and you just pour that packet into the bottle of water, shake the heck out of it, and bam, you are good to go. Since using Liquid IV, I've felt way more alert, active, and just plain better versus drinking water alone. My favorite flavors to go to are the Yuzu Pineapple Energy Multiplier and the Tropical Punch Hydration Multiplier. I can't get enough of those ones. And what makes them even better is, like I mentioned earlier, they're packed with 5 essential vitamins like B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C. And again, 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. And they're non-GMO and free from gluten, dairy, and soy, which is just great. So you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code SuperPod Saga at checkout. That's 20% off anything when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code SuperPod Saga, SuperPod Saga at liquidiv.com. You have a great one, superstars.
Sonic's on the run. Sonic's number one. Sonic's coming next, so watch out for Sonic. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Sonic, gotta go faster, gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 Sonic X.
Hey, are you fellas big fans of lasagna?
I mean,
I'm not the
Garfield told me
biggest.
to like it, but
I'm
yeah.
not the biggest lasagna fan.
What? Chris, do you like it?
Garfield told me to like it, so I guess I do.
Okay.
I'm sorry, John.
Well, this product won't be for you guys because this episode is sponsored by the Professor Lasagna's Build Your Own Lasagna Pan. I didn't think this one all the way through, but so Dr. Lasagna's Make Your Own Lasagna Pan. It's got the layers in the pan, so you just put whatever you want in different layers, and then it makes lasagna for you. You put in like the bottom noodles, and then you put in maybe like some Oreos, and you just want to treat yourself with some Oreos. Put some Oreos in there. You get a layer of like maybe some cream cheese. You get a layer of put some ricotta cheese. Whoever invented ricotta cheese needs to be fucking shot, because if ricotta drag him out into like the public eye and then just fucking shoot him in the head, because ricotta cheese is gross. And people that put it on lasagna are also gross, but for the sake of this fucking sponsor, sorry, Professor Lasagna, put a layer of fucking ricotta cheese in there too, why don't you? And then you fucking put on your top noodle and pour on whatever kind of sauce you want, whether it's like boring tomato sauce or like some fucking thick white sauce, or hell, pour some chocolate sauce on it. I don't care. It's your lasagna. You do what you want, right, Professor Lasagna? Hey, Thrak, what has your experience been like with Dr. Lasagna's Make Your Own Lasagna Pan?
I gotta say, it makes me feel like a proper chef.
Great. That's been Professor Lasagna's biggest goal with this here pan. I'm glad. What about you, Chris?
It's incredible that he made reusable noodles for lasagna in my lasagna pan. It's crazy. I didn't know that it was possible. It's life-changing.
How do you get to reuse them?
I don't know. It's magic. Like you cook, like you build your lasagna, right? You bake it, you eat it, like you eat it for like a week straight, because it takes forever to get crusty. So you just eat lasagna for a week straight, and you're happy.
And
then
it's so
you wash,
fucking big,
right? And you wash the thing and you put it in the cabinet. When you take it out, the reusable noodles are all there again. Like it's fucking crazy. It's awesome.
Here's another thing too. Instead of tossing out your kitchen scraps, why not just dump them into the lasagna pan? Make a layer of like different, like, if you have barbecue one night, dump the fucking scraps in there. If you have tacos one night, dump the fucking scraps in there. And you got a layer of like barbecue, and like a layer of Mexican, and you got a layer of like hamburger helper, because we're contractually obligated to say that when Thrak and I are in the same room. Got a layer of like
hashtag ad.
Hamburger help me with this fucking ad. Seriously, Betty.
And you can top it off with a layer of root beer.
There we go. Nice root beer glaze on top. Ooh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got some bark in its bite.
It's that when you built that lasagna, that's called the Orlando lasagna, because it's the perfect melting pot of all the cultures in the world.
and it just comes out like fucking trash.
It comes out, it's on fire. It's just on fucking fire.
It's like, oh, put me out. Oh.
You gotta put on
and
like
Goofy can't figure out how to work the hose. So like Mickey's just burning alive because he's like, Gorsh, where's the on button? Where's the on button? Where's Sora when you need him?
oh fuck. Oh man, you gotta put
Then
on
he
like
takes a rock to the head and fucking dies. And Dr. Lasagna didn't know where the rock came from, so he's scared for his life too.
Dr. Lasagna is
it's
secretly
Big Noodle.
Xehanort.
It's Big Noodle.
It's Big Noodle.
It's Big Noodle just coming after him.
Big reusable noodle.
that's another thing too with Dr. Lasagna's build your own lasagna pan. Make sure you do not microwave this pan, because if you do, the contents of it combined with the microwave radiation, they'll mutate into like the most horrible fucking creature you've ever seen on Earth.
An IRS agent.
Yes.
Or fucking what's her face?
You will learn about the 10 years of back taxes you have not paid.
Right.
And he's gonna get your ass. Woo!
You're fucking done for. With Dr. Lasagna's build your own lasagna pan, you're fucking done. Whether it's from the tax audit or the horrible, terrible lasagna, you're fucking dead. Thanks, Dr. Lasagna.
No, nothing like having diarrhea and filling out your 1040.
Oh man.
Oh, that's such a fuck. Oh, that
and
sounds
and
terrible.
if you buy 2 lasagna pans, you get a coupon for a third one that you can give to somebody.
Yeah, but it's got
Inflict the horror of the IRS to your friends.
and it's a mail-in rebate also, so you have
Yes,
to like.
and it's a chain email, so you have to forward it to 10 people, or you will die in the next 3 days.
God
That's
damn,
true.
what
I've
is Dr. Lasagna doing?
I've seen it happen. I saw it happen.
He's a Nigerian prince.
Oh my god. Aaron, you got scammed.
This is the end of the ad.
you buy a lasagna pan and it's just a set of like Dixie plates.
Oh fuck. Yeah, it's just a set of like just some fucking paper plates or like
No, like those like cheap ass like styrofoam plates we used to have at like middle school or whatever.
dude, yeah, and they fold in half with like even the teensiest amount of weight is applied to them. They're just like, oh, guess I'll fucking fuck, and then they just flip and fall out of your hands.
Sonic, if you remember, Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic, he's the fastest thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive.
You know what? When Thrak brought up the IRS thing, all I remembered was the Family Guy episode where Peter gets what's it called? Unemployment, and it's like millions of dollars in unemployment.
Oh yeah.
And he gets a letter from the IRS, and he's like, "Sweet, I'm getting an Audi." And Brian's like, "Peter, that's his audit."
No, Brian, the T is silent. I'm getting an Audi.
Then he goes to the IRS office, and the lady's like, "Oh." Oh, so Peter said something along the lines of, "It smells. You smell good." And she's like, "No, it can't be me. I just farted."
No, it's French. The T is silent.
Oh, sweet, I'm getting an Audi.
There's a message in my alphabet. It says, "Ooh, Peter, those are Cheerios."
You guys are stupid. See, they're gonna be looking for army guys. He's dressed as a fucking clown. We're
Oh,
back,
Family
by
Guy
the way.
used to be so good.
Dude, it did.
There was a time where Family Guy was incredible.
Oh my god, man! Fucking
Oh fuck!
Like, or
I'm
when,
sweating.
Or when Quagmire discovers what like internet porn is, and so he's just like in his house for 3 days, and his like right arm is just jacked.
one of my favorites.
He's like, what that thing that I play? I thought that was for nerds.
One of my favorites is when Peter's trying to like break a world record, And Cleveland's like, you could just
Oh
you
yeah.
could kill Joan Husack. And then everybody would be like, hey, remember that guy who killed Joan Husack? That just fucking sends me every time. I don't know why that's so fucking funny to me, dude.
The world record for being the first person to kill Joan Cusack. Man, when Family Guy was good, it was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Speaking of good, here's Sonic Colors, baby.
Oh hell yeah, love Sonic Colors.
I did not play.
I
it, but
played
want to.
I played the remake that came out on Switch a few years ago. I beat the first stage, and I didn't play anything else. I didn't get why people say it's so good.
What makes Sonic
Tell us why,
Colors work
Thrak.
really well is, thank you. What makes it work really well for me is that it does the thing that people had wanted the 3D Sonic games to do for a long time, which was streamline everything. So for Sonic Colors, you're just Sonic doing the Sonic shit. And the locale of being like an amusement park that Robotnik is creating in space,
Oh, that's cool.
where he's like, this is in no way a part of a new evil scheme that I'm planning to do or anything like that. And if you play the game, you can listen to him making announcements over like the intercom about stuff relating to the park, and they're fantastic. If you get a chance to YouTube them, they're phenomenal. But yeah, like Colors, it's just a really good streamlined experience that doesn't have anything too gimmicky in it. It's just pure Sonic the whole way. Like the one thing it introduces is the Wisps, which the Wisps I think were a really good idea, where it's like these just weird little color shaped things that like, oh, Sonic can be a laser, he can be a rocket, he can dig through shit. Like it's weird, but I think it works for what the game is trying to do. And I love the environment that it's in, and it's a fairly short game. I think an average playthrough for me is like 4.5 hours, so it's a
That's
pretty
pretty
quick
fucking
game.
good.
It relies a little bit too much on 2D segments that control kind of but overall, it is still a really solid game in the Sonic series that I would recommend. I first played it on Wii, and having this game on the Wii was really nice because it's a perfect Wii game. It really is. And the remaster, I know there were some issues with it when it first came out, of it like kind of running weird or whatever, but after playing through it on the Series X, I think it was just fine. So I had a good time with it. But the credits are like 30 minutes long. It's fucking ridiculous. Like I remember when I beat Sonic Colors, I think my son was over because he wanted to watch me play it, and we were finishing it and the credits were rolling. And I think like 15 minutes went by, and he's like, Dad, are the credits over yet? I'm like, no. He's like, when are they ending? I'm like, I don't know. And they just kept going. Seriously. And I only stuck with it because I didn't know if there was going to be anything at the end. And I think there was like one random cutscene at the end. But Colors it's worth a playthrough. It's a quick playthrough, and I would recommend it. If you like the kind of fast paced stuff of Adventure 2, I think you would appreciate Colors.
Yeah. Okay. I might just buy it digital on PlayStation because I have it on Switch, and that's probably why it was so shitty and I didn't have that great of a time with it.
Hold on
Yeah.
now, Chris. Why wouldn't you play it on the in the ultimate version? The Amazon Luna. Well, that's got to be like the best way to play it, right? Why wouldn't you play it on Amazon Luna?
Is there
Listen.
an Amazon Luna version?
There is. I'm just
Listen,
joking.
Aaron.
It sucks.
Oh God.
I don't think you've been around long enough to know my hatred for Jeff Bezos. I am going to outlive him. I am going to outlive him.
I'm going to kill him.
You want to piss on
I'm
his
going to
grave,
watch
don't
him
you?
die.
You want to
What?
piss on his grave, don't you?
I want to dig him out and set him on fire and then put him back in.
Chris is gonna like bust Bezos out of his like cryogenic tube wherever he's in and just like fucking stare at him and choke him. Why did you make Amazon Luna? Why did you?
No,
All this
It's
for
a-
2 days shipping, you fraud.
it's a long, complicated history.
No, it's understandable, man. He's a piece of shit. These
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
garbage. He is
Eddie-
trash.
Anyone who is a billionaire is a piece of shit. Okay,
honestly.
because they didn't get it through ethical means.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of ethical means, though,
Wait,
Sonic
I had a
Genera-
question. I just remembered.
Okay.
Yes.
my bad. I forgot, and we went into ad break, and I forgot my question.
That's okay, man. Go for it.
The Game Boy Advance Sonic fighting game. Does that count as a 2D or a 3D?
Oh, Sonic Battle?
That's
Is that what it's called?
that's a
I've
spin-off.
never played it.
So that's not
Though-
a Sonic game.
No, we're
Though
gonna count that
I
as a
believe
spin-off.
it. Well, I believe it's
Okay.
directly connected to the Advanced trilogy as far as the story is concerned.
Because it's on the
think it
Game Boy
is.
Advance. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's your burp for you.
Thank you. I haven't burped yet. I'm really disappointed. You know what I'm not disappointed with? Sonic Generations. I thought this game was
Hell
Got
yeah.
it. There we go.
right. So there's a period in time where I was living with some roommates in a trailer. That's not the funny part about the story. I just want to throw that out there. But my original Xbox One, the network card went out on it or something. So just a brick, just a piece of shit. Couldn't do anything with it. So I sent that in for repair. And while I waited, I was like, fuck it, let's boot up the 360. That shit's still up, so I booted up the 360. I bought Bayonetta and Sonic Generations on sale for like $3 a pop, and I played through Sonic Generations on the 360, and I was like,
Nice.
this is fucking tight. Like, this is way better than fucking Sonic 4. And
Oh God.
but yeah, dude, I think I've replayed it since then. I've replayed it maybe like a couple of times because it has a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Like remixes of Green Hill Zone and the city is or not City Escape, the beginning level from like Sonic Unleashed, the like festival or whatever.
Yeah. Rooftop Run.
There we go, Rooftop Run. Yes.
Yes. It has Chemical Plant from 2. It does have Cityscape from Adventure 2.
Okay.
Planet Wisp from Colors. The like solid choices all around. I'm not the hugest fan of Sky Sanctuary for Sonic and Knuckles, but it's okay.
Yeah, and why not bring a level from Knuckles Chaotix, man? What the fuck? Again, we're screwed on Knuckles Chaotix.
They should have did like Hydrosity from like Sonic 3 because that's an underrated zone.
Or
So man, I've had this game for so long on my wish list on Xbox, and I haven't pulled the trigger on it. It's been like on sale for $3 so many times.
Yeah, Generations is like universally considered the best of the 3D Sonic games.
That's
and
the only reason I want to play it.
it is very good. It's incredibly member-berry, but it controls really well. It looks really well. There's no real weird gimmicks with it. The only gimmick is, oh, you can be chubby 2D Sonic and then slim, 3D Sonic, basically. That's like the only gimmick of the game, really.
and it's super cute too, because like the little cutscenes,
Yeah.
you'll see slim, tall Sonic. He's teaming up with chubby little classic Sonic, and they'll be interacting in like fun little cute ways. And I thought that was really like, especially the very last scene against the last boss. I don't know, man. It was really, really cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's super fun. It's an easy breeze through, and if you've played all of the older Sonic games, then you'll recognize all of these areas, and the way they remix them, I think, is really cool. The music is fantastic. This was like the early 2010s was really a good time to be a Sonic fan because it felt like they had finally gotten their shit together, and we're making some really, really good stuff here. So Generations was celebrated, I think, by most people across the board. I know some people were still hesitant because Sonic, because Sonic 06 is like a reputation killing kind of game.
Yeah, that
'Cause,
game did not do any favors for the series.
Because ever since then, like the shadow of that game still looms large over the series. So that like when I try to be like, oh, this new Sonic game is good, people are like quick to like shit on it. I think because they're still burned by 06 or something. I honestly don't know, but Generations was a game that I think most people couldn't deny was a good game.
Have
Like,
y'all played it on
even-
3DS?
I have never played the 3DS version.
I did not.
So from what I remember playing, it's all side-scrolling stages, and it's presented kind of in like a Kirby. What's the one for Game Boy Advance?
Amazing Mirror?
Is it Amazing Mirror?
That was the original GBA one.
The one where he's
Where it
like kicking on the cover of it. It kind of has like a
Night-
bandana on.
Nightmare.
Oh,
in
that
Dreamland?
Nightmare in Dreamland,
That
which is a
one,
remake
yes.
of Kirby's
So-
Adventure from NES.
So you know how you start off and it's like the hub is just a bunch of doors.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it's set up for the stages.
Gotcha. And I'm looking at the levels for the 3DS version, and they're different ones, which I think is a cool idea. It's a shame they didn't use more like portable levels. Like they use one rush level, but it would have been cool if they had like some advanced levels or whatever.
Oh, the advanced levels are so much fun.
Oh yeah.
I just saw that they're. I might have missed this. I saw they're making Sonic X Shadow Generations. Never mind the image I just posted. But yeah, they're releasing Sonic X Shadow Generations
yes.
this year. And, I found this photo online of like Sonic X Shadow making out.
That should be the real cover. Let's be honest.
Oh
here.
man, Will is gonna love that shit. He's gonna be so horny for it.
He'll
Dude,
finally play a Sonic game.
Save it and show it to him.
Yes. Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now.
So it's yeah,
I want to play
it-
that one.
They're remastering.
Yeah, that's coming.
It's gonna be
Yeah, the remaster. Go ahead.
sorry, dude. Yeah, it's a whole ass remaster of Generations, along with a bunch of Shadow the Hedgehog shit, where he's got his brand new, his own story campaign, and
Are they gonna do Chubby Shadow?
Might as well.
I wish.
That would be so cool.
Yeah,
And just
if
give
they
him like 4-wheel rollerblades instead of like the hover skates that he has on his shoes.
give him a
so much
tricycle, little tricycle.
Rub some Crisco on the bottom of his shoes and just give him a shove. Just
So yeah,
And make
yes,
make him talk like Tails in that video where he's trying to keep Big the cat.
I don't know. What
You know what I'm talking about, Thrak. The
My
video
mind's
where
blanking.
Tails tries to convince Sonic that he wants to keep Big the cat. He's like, I'm 3.
Oh. Is that a Jet video?
I don't remember.
Okay, because Jet's the guy who does all the weird Sonic dubs. Love that man.
No,
So,
it's like hand drawn and shit. Oh, it's so funny.
Okay, I think I've seen it. Let's see, Oh, Big the Pet Cat.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, we are not keeping that. Yeah, I've seen that. Have you seen this, Aaron?
No, I've never
He's
seen
sentient. He's
I'll
not
link it to
sentient.
him right now.
I'm
He's
still,
not
I'm still looking
sentient.
at more Sonic X Shadow shit, dude. It's so stupid.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, next is
But
Sonic.
yeah, Sonic Cross Shadow Generations, that's coming out later this year. I obviously will be playing it, and I will probably appear on somebody's podcast reviewing it. 'Cause
You
that's
know,
just what's gonna happen.
I asked you, are you gonna fucking buy this game when it got announced? And you're like, no, I already played it, and now you're saying that you're gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking buy it. Of course, I have to.
Like I told you, I'm interested in this fucking game. I want to fucking
All right.
play it, and you're like,
Well,
I
then
don't
let's
care.
do it. Well, let's fucking do it then. Okay.
Sure.
We'll make the pact now.
You know
I'll
what
buy
game?
it.
You know what game I would
All right.
buy if they remastered it?
What's that?
Sonic Lost World, which is up next, actually.
Well, they'll need to remaster it, but they should.
Isn't that on
that
Wii U?
game-
Yeah.
It's the Wii U one. It's
3DS.
on Steam. You can play it on Steam.
Well, no, I want a whole ass. No, Thrak, that's not what I want. I want a whole remaster. Remaster it.
Why not? I've never played this one. It's one of the few I haven't played. It brings back the wisps from Colors, and it goes much more in the like trying to be Mario Galaxy, because I think
it's got like the
when
Yeah, it was
Colors
around
came
that
out,
time.
because I think when Colors came out, the aesthetic of it looked very Mario Galaxy, but it's a completely different game. Though Lost World, from what I've seen of the gameplay, is trying to do the weird gravity stuff with like Mario Galaxy. And yeah, because it was on Wii U, I never played it because I don't have a Wii U. I've never played the 3DS version, and I've considered buying it on Steam. I don't know if my computer is able to run it, though. But, you know, I'm lucky to run Sega Genesis games on this thing. So, but yeah. Have either of you two played this game?
No,
No, I have
I played
not.
the event on Sonic Dash or whatever the fuck it's called for the phone.
Yeah, Sonic Dash has a lot of Lost World stuff in it. Like, I think
Yeah.
one of the bosses you fight is a boss from this game. So.
Yeah, the red one.
Yeah. I forget his name. But yeah,
the
it's
DS version, the 3DS version is the good version.
Really?
well according to Metacritic, the Wii U version has a 63, the 3DS a 59, and the PC a 57.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
So
PC Master Race.
so yeah, I've not played this one. It looks fascinating. I would like to actually sit down and play it, but I guess if you want a proper review of it, I think Some Call Me Johnny did a review of it. So just watch that. He knows his Sonic.
Oh man, so Some Call Me Johnny has such good reviews.
Oh yeah, he knows more
His
about Sonic
reviews
than
are
I
so
do.
fucking good.
What? That's insane.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he does.
He is
Yeah.
a diehard Sonic fan. He
Jeez.
knows his shit.
Ooh, okay. Next up, we have Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric. I have not played this one.
I think I played this once because I know somebody who had a Wii U, and when this game came out, I was like, "Oh, I need to try this." So I bought it for his Wii U, and we played it a bit at his house, like kind of off and on. And oh boy, it's bad. It's as bad as everybody says it is.
Good.
Yeah,
Again, the DS ones are the good ones.
that's what I hear. I haven't played those. So.
Next up, after that, is Sonic Forces. And
Yes.
I'd always meant
It's
to
so
play this
good.
game because like it's cool that you could make your own character, and it's like a return to form kind of the 3D Sonic games. But yeah, a lot of people said it was not great. But yeah, what do you think, Chris?
All right, so I got this game at a Target for like $20, way long after it released. So it was patched the fuck out. I bought it for Switch, and I thought it was pretty fucking awesome. I thought it was the perfect go fast Sonic game because it's only go fast. The story tries to tell you, oh, they killed Sonic, he's been dead the whole time, but then he shows up at the end, and like you're part of a resistance with all his friends, and you got like a lasso that you can use to swing and shit to help you with the traversal and platforming. And the best part to me is that there's Shadow DLC that was like $5 when it came out, and it's all side-scrolling challenge stages with Shadow, and they are very good. This game fucked. It was so good.
That's awesome. Did you ever play this one, Thrak?
I did. I got the. It probably still exists. That weird Switch combo cart of Sonic Forces and Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD.
Oh yeah.
So I got that, and I played through Sonic Forces. I think I beat it in one sitting, and yeah, and I just remember thinking it was very mid. Like it's perfectly fine, but you have to remember when this came out, the same year it came out, another little game came out called Sonic Mania. And Sonic Mania took all of the attention from it.
Oh yeah.
And I remember when Forces was originally announced, it was I think Project Sonic 2017, and it was like touted as being a generation sequel. And that had me excited. Like, oh, that's going to be fucking cool. And then I remember I eventually got to this, and the whole like creating your own character. It's like, oh, they're playing into the memes, aren't they? Because listeners at home, if you've never done this, go to Google, go to like Google Images, type in your first name and add the hedgehog at the end of it, and there is an OC with that name.
Yeah,
doing it right now.
And this game kind of. It's like trying to do that, but kind of half-assedy, and it does the whole like, oh, like Sonic was defeated, Eggman's conquered the world thing, and it's just kind of, I don't know. This game, it just feels uninspired to me. You know, like it's not a bad game, but I just have no desire to ever play this game again.
It's on brand, long hair and everything.
Here's the better one, dude.
He looks like if Sonic was in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh fuck!
I've sent him down a rabbit hole.
You want to know how you can tell that the character creator is a meme? one of the shirts that you can put on your character is the Sonic shirt.
Yes.
Oh, like the little poorly drawn, like
Yes.
4chan.
Yes, so-
Yep.
Yeah, and that's another thing about it. It just bugs me. It feels like embracing the meme culture says to me, "Oh, we have no original ideas. We have nothing." And I don't know. It might be worth trying again just to see my feelings on it. But I just remember thinking it's not bad, but it's not really that good either. Like compared to Colors and Generations, it just doesn't hold up to those two.
So
in
I
my
didn't play
opinion.
those. So I think
Yeah.
that this game is great. I think it's way better than people say it is. Well,
It's far
that they-
from the worst game in the
yeah.
series. I can at least say that.
it's worth, especially for $20. Like I've paid more money for worse shit than this. So
Oh, me too. We all have.
yeah, so you can't go wrong with buying Sonic Forces for $20. I mean, Shadow
I say, you
DLC
could probably
alone
find
is
it for-
worth it.
You could probably find it for way cheaper these days. So.
Oh yeah, most likely.
Yeah, if you need like a lazy Sunday game, play Sonic Forces. Go for
Yeah.
it.
And
Like the
then-
leash is used in the traversal in so many fun ways, like to take corners or swing between gaps or to launch yourself. It's fun. It's just a fun traversal Sonic game.
That sounds.
Is that the same? Is that the same leash he uses in Superstars?
I haven't played much of Superstars.
Okay, because I described it as a laser whip.
It is a laser whip.
Yes, but that's only in the Chaos Emerald stages in Superstars. So
Right.
if you want more detail, listen to me and Dre from Fine Time talk about it. Because we reviewed the whole game.
There's that episode is where you confess that you want to cream the rabbit.
I did mention how much I do like Cream the Rabbit. Yes,
She's cool. She's cool.
she is a good character.
In the last game, Sonic Frontiers. I
Sonic Frontiers.
have not played this one, but I do want to. I've been meaning to.
It's gonna go on sale all the time.
It probably does now.
I hope so.
The day I bought this game, the day it came out, because of course I did, and that same day, I had to go to a funeral. So I was in dressed up. So I was dressed up in a really nice suit. Like I looked really nice. And so, I paid my respects. And then afterwards I was like, oh, let me go get Sonic. So I go into a GameStop dressed up in my nice suit. And I go up to the counter and I'm just like, one copy of Sonic Frontiers, please.
Where my hog at?
Straight up. I do the whole meme. And so I'm walking around holding the Xbox version. Let me grab it.
He bought one for himself and one for the deceased person.
Yes. I was holding this in my hand in like a nice suit, walk around being like, yes. So
Yes.
and I hope
You
if
uploaded
somebody-
a picture to our Discord.
Yes.
holding the
Yes, I
game
did
in
a
the
long time ago. Yes. It was that day. And so yes, I've played and beaten it. I still haven't done the expanded story DLC on this yet. I have yet to actually sit down and do that. But Frontiers is a great idea. Like, I remember when we first heard open world Sonic or open zone Sonic, I think a lot of us groaned, like, oh boy, right? They're doing Breath of the Wild Sonic.
Yeah,
But I gotta
everybody
say-
thought Breath of the Hedgehog.
Yeah, but I gotta say, actually, playing through it, it worked. Like the open zone stuff, like running around these big open areas with Sonic and just doing Sonic shit, is a lot of fun. Like it works surprisingly well. I didn't care for a lot of the weird linear stages that you would have to do. They felt very like Generations B-sides to me. And there was a lot of weird kind of fetch questy missions, and the performance isn't the best, but you can tell there's a foundation here for them to build off of, because that's what Frontiers feels like to me. They're like, here's what we want 3D Sonic to be from now on, or at least for the next however many years. Instead of constantly hopping between all these different ideas, let's just have a foundation, this guy, and just build upon him. So hopefully we'll get a Frontiers 2. And if it's this, but better, it's going to be a great fucking game. Because as this stands, I think it's a good game. It is worth your time, but it isn't great. But I think if you're curious to what open world Sonic would be, it could have been worse.
That's true.
The robot boss fights that you find all over the overworld, they were pretty creative. I specifically liked the manta ray where you had to like run up its tail and it would like fly into patterns and shit, and it would be like you were running on a Sonic track with loops and shit.
Yeah, that was really
those were
cool.
fun.
There was like some bosses or there'd be some like robots who would like grab stuff, and you would have to ride on like kind of like a weird like cyber bridge or whatever to chase after him or whatever. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Like the big bosses at the end of all the zones were really good, especially the first one where it's like blaring like fucking gent music while you're just battling this giant robot. It's just fucking awesome.
That's cool.
Like it has like a real big feeling to it. So, you know, and I spent a lot of time in this game just kind of just roaming around, like just fucking around doing the whatever side mission stuff, and it's a genuinely fun game. The final boss is incredibly underwhelming. It's just Ikaruga. I don't know why.
Like it's just like a bullet
I don't know
hell
why
kind of thing?
it's just like, yeah, it's like a bullet hell shooter is the final boss.
That's weird.
No fucking idea why, and it's fucking weird, but it's like the one part of the game that's just like completely bad, I think. Because even the story is kind of interesting here because they got like the Archie comic writer to come in and do the story, so it's a bit more serious, and it has some like, you know, greater stakes to it. So if you give a shit about the story, you know, it's not bad here. You know, it's much heavier in tone.
Nice.
I
Well,
need
that's
to
cool.
get back to that one at some point in my life.
Yeah, I need to sit down and go through the DLC and maybe kind of fuck around with this game a little bit more.
That is it. It's all the 3D Sonic games. Yeah, maybe another time we can go through like
Well,
this.
what about Sonic Dream Team?
I don't fucking care about that.
The fuck is Sonic Dream Team?
It's a mobile game.
It came out. It was Apple Arcade exclusive.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, and
Good
it
for
came out.
Apple.
It came out late 23. My guess is that it eventually will come to other platforms. So I'll let you know then, because I'm not buying an Apple Arcade to play this thing.
Okay.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Not happening.
If I can't play it on my Xbox, I don't fucking care.
Oh man, yeah, that's it. That's all the 3D Sonic games except for Sonic Dream Team or whatever. Boys, thanks again for joining me. Listeners, thanks for hanging out with us today. Leave a rating, review, support the show on Patreon, SuperPodSaga.com. Check out the guest stuff. I'll have links below for everything. Everybody say bye.
Bye bye.
Hit bye, everyone.